Introducing Opera GX, the first browser built for gamers. Match your set of colors with specially designed themes. Get rid of FPS drops with built-in RAM and CPU limiters. Keep an eye on the most exciting game releases.
Okay.
Download Opera GX now.
Did you get to the mailbox? Yes. That was yesterday, dude.
When I started my business in 2011, I chose Wix, and it was really because the aesthetic that Wix brought to my brand really elevated my brand. I do advertisements through Wix to Instagram and to Facebook, which in turn bring me lots of new customers, as well as keep tabs on my existing customers. I also use Wix email marketing platform very often. It's a great way to drive sales.
In here now?
So what's my goal for the future? To keep growing.
Oops. No, not yet. No, not yet. No, not yet. I guess I can just sit back and enjoy. I guess I can just sit back and enjoy
coffee while we wait.
I guess I can just sit back and enjoy
while we wait.
I guess I can just sit back and enjoy while we wait. I guess I can just sit back and enjoy while we wait. I guess I can just sit back and enjoy while we wait. I guess I can just sit back and enjoy while we wait. I guess I can just sit back and enjoy while we wait. I guess I can just sit back.
Is there echoes? Really? Is there echoes? Really? Is there echoes? Really? Is there echoes? Really? Is there echoes?
Why would there be
really?
echoes?
Is there echoes?
Why would there be
really?
echoes?
Is the audio messed up? 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 Is the audio messed up?
I played it back when I did all the recording for setup, and it didn't. When I did all the recording for setup puzzle. When I did all the recording for setup puzzle. When I did all the recording for setup puzzle. When I did all the recording for setup puzzle. When I did all the recording for setup puzzle. When I did all the recording for setup puzzle. When I did all the recording for setup puzzle. When I did all the recording.
Let me just.
Setup puzzle.
Let me just.
Setup puzzle.
Let me just. Let me just. Let me just.
Oh, wait a minute.
Let me just.
Oh, wait a minute.
Let me just.
Oh, wait. How about now, guys? Echoing now? Okay. It's because I have the other channel up. I have two of my channels up, technically. One to host, and then one to check out this whole entire event. And I'm absolutely excited today. I was like, oh, this is not a live stream where I have to have someone on the other end, so I don't need to worry about having a headset on. But then I'm like, well, how the hell am I going to hear it? So I'm happy that the link that I posted is the link that actually went live, because I've had that happen before where it was just a mess, absolute mess. So as you can see here, look, it's a big screen waiting for the whole live event for me to either get excited or cry, one of the two. So now we're just banking on what is it going to be? What are we going to get? What are we going to see? Are they going to show, like, you know, I mean, for them to show benchmarks and for us to do benchmarks are two different things completely. We all know that. But AMD has been pretty bang on with what they say their performance has been for the 7000 series CPUs. And I don't know if you guys know, there's a big problem right now with the 7600 and 4090s. It's actually making the 4090 perform bad, or not as good as it should, due to a dual die chiplet design on that one chip. Oh, the 4090 bursting into flames? Or the AMD chip? Yep. I need to know what the up is, realistically. Oh, guys, cautionary statement. Here we go. You guys hear the audio from the experience? Okay. I don't have it too loud. It's not overpowering. I tried to... Oh, yeah, baby! Did you see that? It was Sonic Frontiers, bro. Guys, I almost forgot that today was the launch of this live event, and I almost didn't even remember to set up for it. Then I had 4 minutes to get down here. Thank God I set up earlier. Dr. Lisa Su, chair and CEO. So the CEO sits on her because she's the chair.
Welcome! Welcome, welcome, and thank you all for joining us today. It's so exciting to be here back in Las Vegas in person, so thank you all for joining us and being part of our audience, and also welcome to all of you who are joining us online from around the world. So are you excited for today?
Yeah, I'm hoping. Don't mess it up.
We have some amazing new products to show you, so let's go ahead and get started.
Okay.
And you guys all know us well. At AMD, we're all about high performance and adaptive computing, and really using technology to create solutions to the world's most important challenges. Now, whether you're talking about cloud services, or 5G networks, or AI, or automotive, or PCs, AMD technology is truly everywhere, touching the lives of billions of people every single day. Now, we're in an incredibly busy time for AMD. It's an incredible period of innovation. We're in the midst of introducing actually 4 new architectures to the market across more than a dozen products.
4!
So if you look at it, we started with the Ryzen 7000 launch in September, and many of you joined us there. Next week, we're going to bring Zen 4 to high-end server processors, and then soon after that to notebook PCs. And we also have our Zen 4 C-Core optimized for cloud-native computing, and our next-gen XDNA architecture that are going to launch in 2023. But of course, today, it's all about gaming, and we're here to talk about our next-generation gaming architecture with RDNA 3. So now just a minute about gaming, right? We all love gaming. Gaming
the last
really
couple
in
live
AMD's
streams.
DNA. And when
we missed them too.
Through 2025, we're expecting 3.5 billion gamers in the world. And our goal is really to push the limits of gaming innovation to really provide the best solutions across the board together with all of our gaming partners. So whether you're talking about developers creating new games and experiences, or you're talking about the companies that are serving the content, or you're playing your games on your devices, or you're a streamer that are really trying to stream those experiences to other gamers, our mission is to bring you the best experience possible for all of your gaming platforms.
Then do it. Beat
now,
NVIDIA.
Ryzen processors and Radeon graphics are really at the heart of all of the world's most popular gaming devices, including the top gaming PC OEMs,
hey, beat down, long time, buddy.
cloud gaming services, Sony
I'm
PlayStation
okay.
5, Xbox
I'm not going to
Series
get into
XS,
me.
Valve Steam Deck. We're also bringing gaming to automotive with the newest generation of
Tencent
Teslas.
Cloud video
and of course, for all of the folks out there who are building your own PCs, we love the DIY market for all of the PCs that you build. Now, when you think about that, why is gaming so important to AMD? It's really all about pushing the envelope on innovation.
Almost awake. You better be awake.
Just over
this is
a month
AMD,
ago,
bro.
we launced our next generation desktop PC processor.
Yeah, we still
the
need to
Ryzen
talk about the
7000
series.
which was really the most advanced processors for gamers and creators. And the response has been really incredible. We have leadership
Red Fox,
performance
I know
per
you're
watt.
okay. You
We
were
have
there
phenomenal
earlier. You're the
gaming and
first.
creative performance, and it's all enabled by our new Zen 4 core in 5 nanometer. Now, with Ryzen 7000, we also launched our next generation AM5 desktop platform, which has all of the latest I/O, and we're committing to delivering socket longevity on that through 2025 and beyond for lots of future upgrades.
That's
And
something
we also
Intel
know
won't be
that
doing.
people love AM4, and AM4 is going to continue for a long, long time. And for there, Ryzen 7 5800 X3D is also a fantastic choice for gamers.
I didn't ignore
Now,
you
today,
if you're talking about
it's all
me.
about the next generation of Radeon graphics.
Oh,
And
yeah.
how we deliver the future of gaming.
I
with
know,
the
this
world's
looks like
most
a little kid in a
advanced
candy
graphics
store.
architecture, RDNA 3. So let me start and tell you a little bit about RDNA 3.
See the red racing stripe on it now,
We
guys?
set truly ambitious goals for RDNA 3. And as you know, at the forefront for what we're doing is it's all about power and energy efficiency. And we want to make sure that we continue to innovate around performance per watt leadership to enable all of the gamer upgrades to be done with fantastic performance, but at a reasonable power.
Oh, that John.
And we also wanted to significantly raise the bar in performance
Sorry,
to support
John.
the next generation of 4K gaming and beyond, and really recognize that there are a lot of faster and higher resolution displays. And then finally, we also look at it as not just about the chip and not just about the card, but really what is the gaming experience we can bring. And that means new AMD software features, that means platform technologies.
Yeah, I hear the
really
software is
end-to-end
about to get
solutions
much
with
better.
Our CPUs and GPUs and software coming together.
I just want to know if the leaks that were given to me are real. I don't talk about them. I just know about them.
Now, there's a lot been said about our new chiplet design, so let me start with our chiplet design.
All right.
This is the world's first chiplet gaming GPU. Now, why did we use chiplets? Chiplets really allow us to use a modular approach to optimize the performance and efficiency of the overall design. And so with our chiplets, like we've done on the CPU side, on the GPU side, we're mixing
design.
and matching the right technology for each function. Now, the graphics compute die is a high-performance 5-nanometer technology design, and it contains all of the high-performance compute in the GPU.
Okay,
that
so
includes
6 nanometer
shaders,
on memory, 5 nanometer on the graphics die.
As well. And then the other die is a memory cache die, and it's built in 6-nanometer process technology, and includes the memory subsystem that features the GDDR6 controllers, as well as up to 96 megabytes of infinity cache.
Okay, 96
and as a result,
megabytes.
We have just an incredible capability with more than 61 teraflops of compute.
What?
By the way, do you guys think you need 61 teraflops of compute?
Yep. I do.
We also have the world's fastest chiplet interconnect to enable 5.3 terabytes per second of peak bandwidth. And that allows us to unlock the full potential of 24 gigabytes of GDDR6. So altogether, when you put that together, we have 58 billion transistors in this design.
58 billion transistors,
us just
guys.
An incredible amount.
That is way more than double of the 6900. Way more. Way more.
It sounds like there's a few excited people out there.
You can't hear me.
Okay, so now let me show you for the very first time our newest chiplet gaming GPU.
Oh. Okay, put it in my hand. Oh, you bastard. Just a little tiny thing. I wanted to see the card, guys. Didn't you want to see the card? I wanted to see the card.
This may be my favorite part of my job, I think.
No, what they need to do at the end of this is say we're cheaper than NVIDIA, and they win.
We set very ambitious goals for RDNA 3, especially around energy efficiency. And I'm pleased to say that we actually exceeded our goals. So our engineers did a fantastic job.
They're going to run on two 8-pin, which means under 400 watt draw.
With RDNA 3, we actually achieved a 54% general improvement in performance per watt. And when you put all of that together into what really matters, we're about building the best products for you.
There it is.
So today, I'm incredibly proud that we're going to announce our first two RDNA 3 graphics cards.
They are sexy looking.
The Radeon RX.
Now, if the XTX is a 3-pin, it'll go beyond 400 watts.
Radeon RX 7900 XTX with 24 gigabytes of GDDR6 and the 7900 XT with 20 gigabytes. So you can imagine, these are just incredible gaming cards. So now I'm going to turn it over to Sam, Scott, and Frank that are going to take you through all of the exciting
We'll see now, because I don't believe the two 8-pins can go beyond 400. Overclocking cards like the 6900 XT from other companies like
RDNA 3,
Red
our
Devil.
Vision was to engineer the
they had 3 to go over.
4K and 8K gaming platform for gamers and creators.
4K and 8K.
Containing the features, performance, and efficiency to provide the best gaming experience. To achieve this vision, we have brought unprecedented innovation to all aspects of the design.
Sorry, guys, if I'm not being like totally exciting. I'm actually trying to understand and listen to everything too.
The first and most evident innovation is that we have leveraged our industry-leading expertise in chiplets, honed on our Ryzen and EPYC lines, to bring chiplet architecture to GPUs. The magic of chiplet design is being able to use the right technology for the right job. So we created 2 very different chiplets connected with high bandwidth interconnects specific to graphics. With the graphics compute die, we spin that precious 5nm silicon where it matters, in the core GPU engine where all the computation occurs to enable great performance and performance per watt.
I almost want to punch this guy.
For that small memory
He's
cache
like,
die, we
hi.
use the mature 6nm technology to implement the GDDR6 memory interfaces and our 2nd generation Infinity Cache. These diminutive but powerful MCDs feature a 2nd generation Infinity Cache, each connected to 64 bits of high-speed
Look at that,
GDDR6
guys.
memory, combined
5.2
up to a
terabyte.
width of 384 bits.
That's more than double.
We've tuned this Infinity Cache to enable better data reuse with less capacity to accomplish several things for us. With the high hit rates, it directly sources most of the memory requests, and this delivers data to the engine in less time and uses less power than going out to DRAM. With our high bandwidth Infinity Fabric chiplet interconnect, we've increased the peak bandwidth from our RDNA 2 implementation by an astonishing 2.7 times.
Yeah.
And that's where that 5.3 terabytes per second number you just heard comes from. These support the gaming at the highest resolutions. So now I want to take you a little bit deeper, click down into that graphics compute die, which is built around our new RDNA 3 compute unit.
Is it just this, or is it just me, or is that guy kind of monotone?
Unified architecture that shares resources between rendering, AI, and ray tracing to make most effective use of each transistor. In addition, contained within this GCD is a key part of delivering a great gaming experience, driving the latest displays with massive refresh rates for high-resolution gaming. All of the latest media formats are in there with our media and display engines.
Guys, don't forget to hit like.
New unified RDNA 3 compute unit, specifically optimized for
that helps the
gaming.
channel more than anything.
The key word here is unified, which means we have a tightly integrated unit which shares resources to deliver the most power and area-efficient performance. We've tuned it to provide the right blend of flexible, highly efficient stream processing, additional AI acceleration capabilities, and greatly enhanced ray tracing acceleration.
Oh.
All of this is fed by a general-purpose register file with 50% more capacity than the RDNA 2 design, which boosts the performance of all the functions. To deliver this well-rounded feature set, we've leveraged 5nm to the fullest to pack 54% more transistors.
No announcing yet, and no real actual numbers yet.
Increasing our density.
They're just getting into the, this monotone, boring speaker.
Well, as every chip designer knows
that. Oh, we should clap.
It's a lot of transistors.
Everybody else did.
And as every chip designer knows, smaller is faster and more power efficient. And so this enables RDNA 3 to deliver even a better gaming experience.
Hey, how'd it go from 3 likes to
now,
4 likes to 3 likes? What are you guys doing? Playing with my like button?
In RDNA 3 by going to dual issue Wave 32 units. This enables us to better utilize the data paths by issuing 2 different instructions down each 32-lane SIMD, or we can use them in parallel like we did in RDNA 2. We can issue different integer or floating point operations down each SIMD data path, mixing and matching based on the workload demand. Net result is faster times for higher FPS from better utilization.
The sad part is I'm probably ordering this day one.
And it handles now 2 times more instructions per clock. So we have also greatly enhanced the RDNA AI acceleration. And AI enables a host of capabilities that are growing in importance to the gaming community. And we've increased the AI throughput for commonly used math functions, which, while integrating these tightly within our unified compute unit. These share the same register files, caches, and instruction scheduling as the stream processors.
This guy's terrible. I hope AMD look back at this and go, don't put that guy alive ever again. Like, wow.
Setting RDNA 3 up to exploit the current and future uses of AI.
Right? I'm going to have to do a lot of talking here because
to our compute unit is the
I
ray tracing
get he's giving us some
acceleration,
good
which is
information,
built on new instructions.
but throw some
in the
excitement
shader
into
and
it, man.
support for
Even
DXR
when
ray flags
Dr. Sue
and many
comes out,
improvements for ray
she's
box
exciting to
sorting
watch. She keeps it real.
Amplifying all of this is the ability
amplifying
to
all
enable
this?
more rays in flight with that 50%
Instead of
larger
like amplifying,
built-in
you know.
instruction file that I mentioned before, combined with larger L0 and L1 caches to back it up. These
50%
improvements provide
more
compelling gains
performance
for ray
per
tracing
CU.
content with up to 50%
That
more performance
is nuts.
per compute unit. Next, I want to introduce you to our Radiance display engine, featuring the industry's first
I thought he was going to say, I'd like to introduce you
DisplayPort
to the next
2.1
speaker.
and a high-performance gaming graphics card.
Oh, the one thing he said that was exciting.
This DisplayPort enables 480 hertz refresh rates at 4K resolution and up to 165.
Did he actually say 2.1?
And the 12 color bits per channel enables an
Yes,
incredible
2.1. So the rumors that I had were
for
real.
amazingly realistic images and graphics.
NVIDIA's 1.4.
And with the display link bandwidth of up now to 54 gigabits per second,
Yep.
we have doubled that bandwidth per port.
NVIDIA can
over
only do
RDNA.
120.
And this supports the
in their
unprecedented
4090.
high refresh rates at the highest resolutions.
Even
In
Intel
support of
got
the
that
latest
right
media
and put a
formats and
2.0.
standards, we have a new dual media engine, and it supports 2 simultaneous encode or decode streams
Yep.
up to 8K60 or AVC and HEVC. It supports AV1 encode and decode.
It's crazy.
While also leveraging AI enhancements to improve video encoding and conference quality.
Did they do AV1?
And by greatly increasing the frequency inside the media engine, we delivered up to 1.8x the performance versus RDNA2, reducing export times almost in half.
8K60.
Now a bit more about clock speeds. These are obviously critical to performance, and most workloads that we have found and analyzed are actually more limited by the front-end work distribution and command processing than by our high-performance shader engines. So we recognized that we could utilize higher frequencies in a smarter, more power-efficient way by using our new to RDNA3 decoupled shader engine frequencies to run only the front end at a typical 2.5 gigahertz, while the shaders operate at a more efficient 2.3 gigahertz.
Okay.
Which is still 15% higher than RDNA2 at launch. With this sort of advanced power management, we deliver the maximum frames per second
Up to
while also
25%.
saving up to 25% power. This contributes to our remarkable 54% product level performance per watt gain. With the higher frequency and the new dual issue RDNA3
61
compute units,
teraflops.
we enable a 2.7x
Versus
leap in raw compute power.
23.
You heard it from Lisa, a remarkable 61.6 teraflops.
Yeah.
of
Does anybody know what the 4090's teraflops
well,
are?
putting it all together, we have delivered on our vision by inventing the world's first chiplet-based gaming GPU, enabling the optimal use of 5 nanometer technology, delivering 15% higher frequencies at 54% better power efficiency.
Mm-hmm.
Our advanced chiplet interconnect provides an amazing 2.7x leap in peak bandwidth to feed that 60-plus teraflop engine. The new unified RDNA3 compute units have twice the instructions.
Can
per
someone
clock,
look that up
enabling
if
them to
you're like
fully
John or somebody?
utilize
Can
our
you
data
see
paths
what the
and provide
teraflops of a
incredible
4090
high
is,
performance
please?
for rendering, ray tracing, and AI applications in the most power and area efficient way. We connect this rendering horsepower to the industry's first GPU DisplayPort 2.1 to support massive refresh rates and include the encode and decode for all the latest media standards.
The
The
AV1?
result is what we set out to achieve, the most advanced GPU optimized for gamers and creators.
Okay. You're still going to tell
Now
me.
I'd like to hand it over to Scott, who will tell you more about this
191?
incredible product.
I guess maybe the teraflops don't prove everything? I don't know. They tripled it. All right, this guy looks happier.
What's up, gamers?
Hey.
How's everybody doing today? Oh, we've been working on this for 3 years.
See?
Hundreds
Got rid of the
thousands, if
monotone
not
guy.
Millions of hours in our engineering group. And I'm sure they're tuning in today, but I can't.
I
be
want
more
that damn
proud of
shirt.
what they've been able to create for you and to create for us, and it's going to be a great time. So now, I know what you want to see. Performance, price, and availability. Is that right? Do you want to see that? Sounds good, but you're going to have to stay for a little bit
That's
to
the
get
one I wanted, the
availability and
83
price, but I'll
shaders.
show you performance. I'll show you some performance. So today, 4K sets the standard where enthusiast GPUs are measured. According to IDC, in the last 5 years, there is 3 times increase in shipments of 4K monitors. And the Radeon RX 7900 XTX is going to be the perfect card to power your games at 4K. In pure rendering, the 7900 XTX is up to 1.7 times faster than our previous generation flagship GPU. And in ray tracing, we are seeing up to 1.6 times more performance in native 4K. What do you think?
All right. Okay.
Now that you've seen the performance, allow me to introduce
I don't use ray tracing.
the Radeon RX 7900
Oh.
XTX.
Oh, he's going to introduce it. Woohoo! That one's mine. That one's mine. They just forgot to send it.
Take a good look. We've spent a lot of time
Racing
optimizing
stripe.
this car, but more importantly, making sure that you're going to be proud when you put it into your rig. Absolutely fantastic. This gaming card is built to provide exciting performance in 4K resolution and beyond. RDNA 3-based GPUs are like no other. It features
See the red racing
96
stripe,
unified
guys?
RDNA 3 compute units running at
a nice
2.3
touch.
gigahertz game clock,
Drop
and it
it.
comes with 24
That one's probably
gigabytes
fake anyway.
of GDDR6 with 384
See
bits
that?
of support.
355
This
watt.
card is future ready
Total
with
board
AV1
power.
encode and decode for streaming and video export, and it has the latest DisplayPort 2.1 technology for up to 4K 480 frames per second or 8K 165 frames per second gaming capabilities.
What?
All, ladies and gentlemen, with a board power of just 355 watts.
AV1
The
encoding.
XTX.
Look, guys, they did it. They did it. They did it. They did it. AV1 encoding on AMD. Suck
Today,
that, Intel
we're
and
also announcing
NVIDIA.
the Radeon RX 7900 XT, a massive leap in performance over the last generation.
300
It
watt
features
total
84
board power.
unified compute units running at a game
That's
clock
probably
of
the
2
one-
gigahertz, and comes with 20 gigabytes.
probably the
of
one I
320-bit
would probably end up
GDDR6
getting.
memory with the same support
Unless
for
there's not a
AV1
huge
and
price
DisplayPort
jump.
2.1. The
'Cause,
7900 series gaming
being,
cards are
being
industry
a
leaders
YouTuber
in
don't make you
performance per
rich,
watt.
and you gotta buy
There's
your
no
own
need
stuff.
to rebuild your desktop. No need to upgrade your
What?
case, and there's
Oh,
no
I was
need
gonna say no red
for a
stripe.
new power adapter.
Yeah. I love that they did that.
We made it as easy as pulling out your old card and putting in a new one. Previous generation enthusiast GPUs, including those recently launched by our competitor,
That was a
only
sick
support
burn.
DisplayPort 1.4. Gamers who
NVIDIA
purchase
eat
these
that one.
graphics cards will see limited frame rates. But with the RX 7900 series of GPUs, it'll allow you to actually see the frames you are paying for when you upgrade to a DisplayPort 2.1 monitor. If you are paying that much money for a brand new gaming card, you should demand a GPU that will allow you to game into the future.
Looks
And
like a
only the
talking
7900
eraser.
series
Come
can
on,
give
be
you that.
nice.
And starting
He's
in
more
early
entertaining.
2023, an incredible new generation of displays at a range of resolutions from leading display vendors will
Oh,
start
nice.
rolling out to gamers.
So they're all gonna come with
Including this
2.1
sneak
starting
peek from our
2023.
friends at Samsung with their brand new Odyssey Neo G9. Expected
Nice
to be the
monitor.
first DisplayPort 2.1 8K, I'll say that again, 8K, ultra widescreen
Forgotten
gaming
how.
monitor ever. What do you think?
8K ultra wide gaming monitor. That, and
More
I'm sure
details
they
on the
played
design
with
and
it
specs
already.
will be unveiled soon at CES in January of 2023. And to power high refresh rate gaming displays, both today and your future upgrades, we've developed a suite of powerful software enhancements, which includes technologies such as Fidelity FX, Super Resolution, and Smart Access Memory.
This is what I want to see.
Combined with our new unified RDNA 3 compute units, the Radeon RX 7900 series delivers the next generation of high refresh rate gaming. AMD's Fidelity FX Super Resolution, or FSR,
They're not going to be that expensive,
technology
I
works on
promise.
all modern GPUs.
Remember, guys,
to
it's going to be
provide
a U.S.
high-fidelity
price. I know
visuals
most of you guys
and
are American
incredible
watching
frame rates.
anyway, but it's going to
In
be
just
an American
16
price tag.
months, FSR will be available in 216 games.
And
proving just how
FSR
compelling
works
open
on your
technologies are for the
older
entire
platforms. So guys, don't think that
Our
this
latest
isn't
update, FSR
something you're going to get an
2.2,
upgrade to your
reduces super resolution
6950 or
control, boasting
6900
not only
XTs
the
as well.
artifacts on
And
fast-moving
68,
objects, and it'll also be
67,
available
66,
in
they'll
Forza
all
Horizon
get the new
5.
FSR as well.
Now, 1440p gaming displays with high refresh rates continue to be one of the fastest growing choices for gamers. With the 7900 XTX and Apex Legends, you will be able to reach the game's hard frame rate cap of 300 frames per second.
Oh, wow.
And in other popular titles, the 7900 XTX can push your games to its
600.
limits. Games like Overwatch 2 and Valorant are great examples of why DisplayPort 2.1 is so important. Now, there's finally a gaming card to drive 300 to 800 frames plus frames per second gaming on ultra high refresh rate displays.
Wow.
Now, at 4K, the 7900 XTX is the card to get. By turning on max settings in AAA games and using FSR upscaling, you can hit triple-digit performance. It even makes playing competitive esports titles at 4K a real possibility. Hundreds of frames in your games at 4K resolution. Now, I'm not saying that you would, but you could play games with RX 7900 XTX that go beyond today's 8K 60 Hz limits. In Dawn of Ragnarok, the latest expansion to Ubisoft's
96
acclaimed
FPS.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla,
In
with
8K.
FSR paired with 7900 XTX, you'll be able to get 96.
It's got
frames
AV1,
per
bro.
second at a
That's
crisp
where everything's
8K
going. And I'm
resolution.
going to tell you, it'll render fucking games.
It's truly incredible to see and experience.
Or render games. It'll render.
The RX 7900 series can power the next generation of displays like 8K ultra-wide or high refresh rate 8K displays above 60.
What's disgusting is they already have the screens to
RDNA
test them
3
on.
compute units, new levels of memory bandwidth
Send me
combined
one.
with the latest upscaling technologies deliver the performance to power these incredible experiences. A lot of gamers are excited about features like ray tracing in their games. Today,
Not really, but I
I'm
do want to
excited
see a
announce
performance game.
that DirectX ray tracing is coming to one of the most popular franchises in the world, Halo Infinite by 343
Oh, wow.
Industries.
Nice.
Halo Infinite will now support ray trace shadows across arena and big team battle modes, and players with AMD hardware will notice improved lighting, sharper shadows, and increased performance on RX 7000 series platforms with ray tracing acceleration. DXR will be available in season.
Who uses ray
So look
tracing,
forward to
though?
graphics
Honestly,
settings
like, I
soon.
don't know, because
And with the RDNA 3
I've never really
architecture,
played around with it
real-time
because I
ray
never really
tracing
cared.
performance has greatly
When I'm doing
improved
240
generation
as a
over
locked
generation.
FPS in my
In
game, I
Dying
think
Light
I'm pretty
2,
happy.
With ray tracing features turned to the max, the 7900 XTX delivers performance above 60 frames per second with FSR at 4K. Cyberpunk and Hitman 3 also have significant performance uplifts, giving you the performance you need to stay immersed in your game.
Only thing I'm worried about there is that
Today we're
enough.
also announcing a technical partnership with the Callisto Protocol coming in December. This third-person survivor horror game, developed
Ooh.
by Striking Distance Studios, features incredible
Look.
lighting and shadow effects.
I thought that was a
along
movie,
with
man.
quality textures and animations to set the eerie mood in this sci-fi experience.
That looks beautiful.
Ray tracing is used to full effect here, with shadows, translucency, and glossy refractions coming together to capture the most subtle details that create giant leaps in realism.
Is it DLSS
At
that
4K and higher
dumbs down your
resolution,
system but
the
makes it
Radeon
look
RX
good, or
7900 series is optimized
yeah,
to deliver
DLSS I think
incredible
is the one
frame
that I
rates
won't
to
care
power this
about.
experience.
Like, I think that's that fidelity
Now
crap.
next, we are also announcing
I
a
guess ray
technical
tracing is
partnership
kind of
with Luminous
important
Productions
down
and their
the road.
action RPG Forspoken, launching in January.
Forspoken.
Luminous Productions has created some truly breathtaking visuals in a fully realized fantasy world, powered by hybrid ray tracing for realistic lighting and shadows on the characters and environments. Forspoken looks and runs incredibly fast thanks to its implementation of Fidelity FX features, including FSR, variable rate shading, ambient occlusion, and downsampler, all optimized for Radeon. We've worked closely with game studios to optimize for the next generation of games. At Ubisoft, Snowdrop has been in development for over a decade and is one of its most important gaming engines. This is the same engine utilized across a variety
Now,
of PC
what I want to
and
make clear here, when he
multi-platform
talks about
From
gaming
Mario and Rabbids
companies and
Sparks of
gaming
Hope to
engines
Tom
and what's
Clancy's
going to happen with
Division 2.
AMD,
By the way, one
keep
of my personal
in
favorites,
mind,
long live the Bullet King. Play
AMD
the game,
owns
you'll
all
know.
of the console market. So as long as
Today,
they own the
we are
console
announcing our
market,
partnership
games are
with
going to
their
be
next
more and
generation
more
engine.
and more optimized for
This tech
AMD
demo is
over
beautifully
NVIDIA,
rendered with global
which
illumination, blur
is gonna
reflections,
make
and shadows in addition to other
AMD
effects
to go two cars
the
down the
Snowdrop
road
engine uses,
at
such
the
as
end no matter
volumetric
what,
weather effects
because the
and
games will
micro
be
detail
written
rendering.
specifically
We've worked with Ubisoft to add
for
a highly optimized
the RDNA
AMD ray
architecture.
tracing implementation that unlocks even smarter ray
Even if the card's
processing
weaker, there's a high chance that we could see
DXR
better
alone can
performance.
With high-performance ray tracing enabled on a 7900 XTX, we are getting frame rates above 80 frames per second at 4K with FSR2. We're excited to see the Snowdrop engine come to life in major upcoming titles, including Avatar Frontiers of Pandora, Splinter Cell, and Ubisoft's Star Wars project. Right? Let's go.
He had to make the smile to make people clap.
With the announcement of
Clap,
Unreal Engine
clap,
5, a lot
clap,
of gamers,
clap.
including myself, are excited to see what new games and experiences will be created in this popular engine. UE5 is optimized to take full advantage of our unified RDNA 3 compute
Give the
units
guy a burger.
with excellent ray tracing and rasterization performance. In this UE5 sample, optimized for Radeon, we're able to hit an average of 60 frames per second at 4K with FSR2 enabled. Even with the resounding success of FSR2, we won't stop there.
God,
I'm excited
this is
to
what
show
we
you a
need to hear.
preview of a
Super
brand new
Resolution
version
3.
of
This is what I was
LGH
waiting for.
Super Resolution technology,
See that?
appropriately named FSR.
112 FPS in 4K.
FSR3 combines our best-in-class temporal super resolution technology and our new AMD Fluid Motion Frames technology to deliver more frames per second in your games. Fluid Motion Frames increases FPS when using very demanding settings. FSR3 will provide up to a 2x increase in frames per second at 4K resolution over FSR2, a significant boost across your supported games, and will be coming to PC gamers in 2023.
In 2020, what? I think you said 2029.
To give an idea on what's possible with our brand new
2023?
generation of gaming cards, I'd like to show you what Sava and his small team of artists were able to create using a standard animation pipeline to build their dark sci-fi fantasy film, Beckoning, an Unreal Engine in just 4 months. Let's hear from Sava.
My name is Sava Živković. I wrote and directed Beckoning, and I want to briefly talk about how Unreal Engine 5 and AMD are empowering small teams to create cinema-class animated films. In Unreal Engine 5, Lumen and Nanite shine with the Radeon RX 7900 XTX, allowing us to walk around completely lit environments and characters and to
Looks
explore
kinda
the
stuttery to
shots.
me.
This significantly speeds up the production and enables us
I know
to
it's
make
because
creative
it's
decisions at the speed of thought.
not
We can change the
completely
lighting,
rendered, I guess,
character
is
or
because
environment
they're
placement,
working on it,
or
but
entirely change the camera
it
angle
just
if
kinda
so
gives me a
desired.
bad
This
idea
amount
of how
speed
it's
of
done.
flexibility is unprecedented in traditional animation pipelines.
That was
and it's
cool.
one of the main reasons why I personally believe producing feature-length animation with smaller teams is now a reality. And when it
gotta
comes to high
understand their
fidelity
CTS.
output, the FSR Movie Render Queue plugin
That is
upscales
what
the
it,
final
you gotta
frame
understand
rendering
that
to 4K
he's
or
editing
even
at the same
8K.
time, so
CG
it's not
animation
actually
has
fluid.
never been as fast and as fun.
That's what it looks like when you're making something. Is just
Pretty cool.
stuttery.
By the way, in reviewing that video, it sure does make it look easy to create a new movie, doesn't it? But it does. I don't think it is. The Radeon RX 7900 series are the most advanced gaming GPUs. First of all, they are easy to upgrade into your existing gaming rig. They feature industry-leading enthusiast GPU support for next generation.
I want to hear that they beat
They will
NVIDIA.
deliver
Like,
ultra-high frame rates in both native and upscale games, and of course comes with up to 24 gigabytes of memory to drive the next generation of games and advanced workloads. All of our innovations enable the 7900 XTX to deliver an incredible leap in performance of up to 1.7 times faster 4K gaming. Now, let me invite Frank Azor to the stage to show you how the Radeon RX 7900 series powers the next generation of gaming and streaming experiences. Frank?
I'm still not wowed yet. I mean, I know the card's going to be good, but I want to be wowed. Anybody wowed yet? And I'm an AMD guy.
I am incredibly excited to be here with you guys today. It's just been so long since we've been
Look,
able
it's
to all
another
be
guy that
together
looks like the
and
other
to
guy,
do
but
this
skinnier.
the way it deserves to be done.
They pulled
right?
him and
In
made him
person,
skinnier.
and just with all these incredible games and visuals behind us. What do you guys think about the new graphics cards? Awesome, right? Don't worry, Scott's going to come back and tell you when you're going to be able to get them and what they're going to be priced at. Okay, I promise.
Yeah, that's
But
what we
they're
got to wait
incredible
for.
graphics cards. But you know what's even more incredible is that at AMD you get more than just a great graphics card. We're committed to building the absolute best gaming, creating, and streaming experiences.
Yeah, apparently, like I
I'm going to
said,
share
the
with you
software is
today
going to get
a little
really
bit
good.
about some of our latest developments.
I mean, it's
of how
pretty
we're
good
pulling
now.
it all together to bring you the next generation of PCs.
Yeah, that's true. Competitive budget.
Great hardware, as you've seen today, deserves great software. And AMD Adrenalin is your software interface for harnessing the full potential of your AMD-powered system. We're committed to bringing you an Adrenaline software that you can depend on, and that offers you state-of-the-art features and next-level gaming experiences, as well as
Whoa, their
streaming
camera just
before
shook.
creating. If you're not already familiar with AMD Adrenaline, let me catch you up real quickly to what you've been missing. Adrenaline is your hub for just about everything. You can find and launch your games, plus monitor your stats and performance across all the games on your system.
It
all
actually
from
is
one home screen.
probably the
You can
sweetest
customize your
software on the
Radeon settings
planet
for
right
each
now when
game,
it comes to
as well
video
as
cards.
record and stream those
Everything
games
is
right
in
from
one
within the UI.
package.
You can even turn your system into its own personal game server and connect your smartphone, tablet, or another Windows PC to play your games remotely from anywhere.
I never
And
did
of course, you can take full control over your AMD graphics card and your Ryzen CPU and tune them for maximum performance and efficiency. Adrenaline, it's simply awesome. But there's probably two things that I love most about Adrenaline. First,
having
it's
Adrenaline.
the fact that all these features are within one unified UI.
Yes.
And second,
NVIDIA is kind of
it's a
more
completely
multiple.
unlocked experience, meaning we don't force you to create an account. You're not going to be monitored by us. You're not going to be tracked. You can just access all these features. You can customize your system to your content.
Another shot
play
at
the
somebody
games
else.
you love, because that's what you deserve.
The shots are fired, people. The shots are fired.
So let me talk to you about some of the upcoming features you can expect from the next version of Adrenaline. Existing features like Radeon Super Resolution, Radeon Boost, and Anti-Lag are huge performance amplifiers for your gaming experience. But let's be honest, most of us don't want to have to learn about each new feature, how it works, which games it works on, which features work best with one another. When we finally get some time to sit down and game, it's just too much complexity to deal with. I just want to get in the game and I want to play.
That's exactly.
So we heard you. To simplify all this, we're introducing Hyper RX mode. With Hyper RX, we've redeveloped these performance boosting technologies to all work together and at the same time, compounding their benefits and giving you a one-click experience to improve frame rate and latency.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
In the game Dying Light 2, just to give you an example, in the game Dying Light 2, we're seeing performance improvements with Hyper RX up to 85% with 1/3 of the latency. It's incredible.
That is awesome.
So look forward to Hyper RX coming out early next year, and you can experience it yourself.
Anybody else see the
All right, so
camera
let's
shake?
talk about what are we doing to help improve your recording and your streaming experience.
Yeah, if it works. Yeah.
OBS, as many of you know, is the leading video recording and live streaming.
Aaron, this
platform
is
out
something
there, and it's
important
used
to
by
me.
Some of the world's most successful
An
and popular
AV1.
streamers. Well, we've partnered with OBS to improve video streaming
Yeah, their
quality
camera is shaking.
across all bit rates on Radeon RX 6000 and 7000 series graphics cards. Additionally, with the new AMD RDNA 3 media engine, we've added AV1 hardware encoding, improving quality and transforming live streaming. In this example, we're looking at a recorded image of Halo, captured with OBS on the Radeon 7900 XTX graphics card.
All right.
Both images were captured at the same 3.5 megabit per second bit
Oh,
rate.
wow. Did you guys see
As
that?
you can see behind me, the quality of the stream and the text within it is visibly pixelated. But with the addition of our AV1 hardware encoding, updated pre-analysis and pre-filtering algorithms, plus our OBS optimizations, the playback quality substantially improves, providing a clear, sharp, and a smooth viewing experience.
Hey, don't call me Paulie.
with Xilinx AI and content adaptive machine learning
Good to see you,
technology,
buddy.
we've integrated that into the AMD framework, and it's been trained to learn, predict, and target small text and menus, making them legible again, especially when streaming at low bit rates and resolutions up to 1080p.
That's actually really nice.
The new AMD RDNA 3 media engine reaches beyond
Game
streaming.
huntery.
With our dedicated AV1 hardware processor,
My wife's
video
there now.
encoding is up to 7 times faster.
Hit the like button. Hit the
than
like
software,
button.
Even
It
at
helps the
ultra high
channel. Helps the
resolutions
channel.
like 8K. Support for the RDNA 3 media engine will be available across applications like Adobe Premiere Pro, FFmpeg, Handbrake, and in upcoming releases of OBS. And then for video creators, any video creators in the audience?
Yeah,
Anybody
kinda.
create video? You're gonna love this. So we're introducing something we call Smart Access Video. Smart Access Video works with select applications when you pair the Ryzen 7000 series with the new Radeon 7000 series. And unlike other platforms that can really only make use of either your CPU or your GPU's video compression engines, Smart Access Video distributes the encoding and decoding workloads across both your Ryzen CPU and your Radeon graphics card's video compression engines, enabling faster 4K and 8K editing. And when it comes to batch transcoding, Smart Access Video reduces parallel transcoding times by nearly 1/3. Smart Access Video will be available across applications like OBS, Premiere Pro, FFmpeg, and more starting in December.
Oh yeah, nice.
So next,
all right, that's important. That's good.
Let me share with you how we're bringing all these technologies. And
now,
all
this is the thing, because my title says "Together We Advanced Gaming."
So when we first introduced Advantage laptops, we raised the bar of what defines just a great portable gaming experience. And Advantage laptops have been carefully designed and developed with our partners to ensure that their premium experiences are felt throughout.
Thanks, Justice.
Multiple models of these laptops are available in market right now from your favorite OEM and SI partners. And look, nothing compares to building your own desktop if you can, all right? But for those of us that maybe don't have the time,
in the background, but
or the will to do so right now, we've applied
new one being built
great
too.
AMD Advantage design framework that we applied to
laptops. Oh, that is
originally,
nice looking.
We're bringing that to desktops now. We've partnered with several leading system integrators to bring you these turnkey solutions.
Did you see that?
So that whether you're gaming, you're streaming, or creating, Advantage desktops have been designed and developed with our partners to be the best desktops you'll find in the market.
That is
all the
a
incredible
sweet
performance
case.
you saw here today from the 7900 XTX, well, that's what you can expect with Advantage desktop systems. It starts by pairing our Ryzen 9 processor and our Radeon XTX graphics.
Advantage desktops is probably them. Do you
performance
guys
with
get
our
it?
smart technology,
Advantage,
including smart access
AMD,
memory
it's
and
probably
smart access
them.
video, as well as the full feature set of Adrenaline software.
I know we can build a better
including
one,
Radeon Super
but without that
Resolution,
case,
AMD noise
that was a nice
suppression,
case.
HyperRX, and more.
I wonder if that case was
But
thin
Advantage
enough to go on the
goes
wall.
even further than that by ensuring every component, from the motherboard to the NVMe drive, to the memory,
Yeah.
the power supply, all the rest, they all work seamlessly together, and they're all tuned for maximum performance with every design and quality metric followed. Next, we focus on each system delivering its full graphics potential. We know that peak visual quality and performance are incredibly important to gamers.
That is sweet.
So
I'd love
Advantage
to have that
desktops
set
have
up.
been thermally designed, reliably powered, and rigorously tested to ensure that they deliver on the highest resolution
Stupid
and
auto.
refresh rate experiences possible on the 7900 XTX. And it all comes together when you pair them with one of the over 2,500 AMD FreeSync monitors available, allowing you to experience the most demanding games at their smoothest and highest.
Yeah, right?
And of course,
I wish I could have
each
filmed a
Advantage
game room for you guys. If
desktop
I ever
is
get
built to
a
game.
chance
With the
and my
full
buddy allows
configuration of
it, I want to
premium
take some
components,
photo or
all tuned
video, and you guys
tested
will see something
reliably
freaking cool.
to give you maximum performance every
I just have to
single
have
time.
clearance and permission.
We're really excited to be working with all of these partners on bringing you the first generation of Advantage desktops. It's been awesome to be here with you guys today. This is a historic moment. Thank you so much for your time. Let me welcome Scott back on the stage.
Oh. As long as it's not Mr. Monotone. What's up, Scott? I love that shirt, guys. I love that shirt. I think he's
Thank you,
going to do it.
Frank. Okay, are you ready?
Here we go.
All right, what an incredible day of announcements that will transform the future of graphics.
This is where they win or lose.
AMD Radeon 7900 series. Built for extreme performance to drive 4K and 8K high refresh rate gaming monitors, powered by the world's most advanced gaming graphics architecture, RDNA 3. Here we go. Starting December 13th, 2022, you'll be able to purchase the 7900 XTX
Wow!
for $999.
Guys, that is freaking amazing!
The
Eat
world's
that, NVIDIA!
fastest gaming card under $1,000. Also on December 13th, 2022, you'll be able to purchase the 7900 XT for $899. $999 and $899. The world's most advanced gaming GPUs powering your gaming rig for years to come. That's the end of our show.
I'll get one
Thank
on
you
the
for
first
joining
run.
us today, and we can't wait to get these gaming cards in your hands in December. Have a great rest of your day.
Okay, okay. Guys, I'm somewhat excited here now. That actually was a very unexpected price tag. Anybody here think that was priced well? That was another stick it to NVIDIA there, guys. I'll never be able to afford those periods. Don't say that, dude. No, that's not their budget cards. Every single NVIDIA and so on launched their top tier cards first. Then they launched their budget-friendly ones. There will be a 70, 77 or 76 or whatever, and so on. So don't think that you gotta buy these cards if you want to go with the new AMD. 1,000 for a new GPU is way too much. Well, I guess that comes down to what you're expecting too, right? I paid $1,400 for my 6900 XT, and that's Canadian. Guys, keep that in mind. That's Canadian. So it sounds like it's going to be about 1,400 Canadian again. And I will gladly buy the XTX at that price point. I think that we're going to see some leaks soon about performance, okay? So until, like, it's good and dandy to watch this type of thing and know that, yeah, I mean, and no one's not going to hype their own card, right? And as an AMD fanboy, I'm still not 100% on the wagon, understanding I need to see real-life performance. I need to see what happens when it's in an Intel. Yes, I don't run an Intel, but I want to see what happens. And then the real, like, Jay's 2 cents, Gamers Nexus, some of the real benchmarkers out there, put it to the test and tell us truly who is who. You got to remember, the 4090 is $600 US more than that card. 600. And that's still an FE. If you want an AIB card, you're paying more, and I only want FEs, and I'll explain why I want FE. FE, I'll have no problem getting a custom water block. If I go with an AIB card, there's a high chance that I have to have a very specific AIB card that EK or B-Sky are going to make a water block for it. But if I get an FE, I'm guaranteed to have a water block. And that is very important to me because, as you guys know, I like to custom water cool all my gaming gear. And that's where I want to be. I wouldn't pay over 200. Okay, I don't think you understand. This, like I said, this is the top tier cards. Is there another top tier coming? Yes. Guys, don't think that there isn't a 7950 XT 3D. I said that. There's going to be 3D V-Cache on an up-and-coming video card, 100%. And if I'm wrong, then it wasn't 100%. It was like negative 100%. But bottom line is, you want me to full screen myself? God, you guys are so... I don't even know how to full screen without doing stupid things like this. See that? I'm terrible. There you go. I gotta actually do a proper set. I put this together really, really quick, and I meant to do like another screen that was just a camera full screen, so I could flip back and forth. But I was really, guys. I had 6 minutes to launch this, right? I wanted to be on time, and it wasn't the easiest, that's for sure. But I will say that I'm excited. Yes. Am I as excited as I thought I was gonna be? Yes and no. If they didn't have that monotone guy in there, I probably would have been a little bit more exciting. But it is what it is. But I'm pretty excited. I also want to talk about our live shows. We haven't done them for a bit, and that is there's been a lot of things between me and John, both of us, that have been coming up, and one person's not doing all right or whatever. You guys already know our backgrounds. You know what my problems are. And it's just been a rough time. And as John knows, I'm also backed up to with a lot of work. Like my business is doing decently well. And because of all that work, it's really hard for me to take my time and get something done. How close number-wise is it to the 4090? That's what we got to know. And that is why I don't care what they say. I want to see actual third-party benchmarks of non-fanboyism. So I don't want some NVIDIA fanatic benching it and then doing something stupid with the build on the AMD, which is what Intel did when they did something. I can't remember. And NVIDIA did it too. They put shittier RAM or something in the AMD and made sure that there was a weird... I don't know. There was some weird stuff going on. They did it with the CPUs. But anyway, moving on. I need to see like true benchmarks from true... like people I trust. I trust Jay's 2 cents pretty good. I'm not... I want to say I trust my Canadian boy, Linus, but I don't know. His last... his review on the CPUs was interesting, to say the least. And that could have been a business call. Actually, I'll have to call that number back. But what it comes down to is one can say they have, 2,000 teraflops. And the other one say it has 1,000 teraflops. But somehow the 1,000 teraflop machine outpowers or outperforms the 2,000. How? Well, it comes down to, one, the game, the engine. There's a lot of factors that can really make it a win for AMD or a loss for AMD. A lot of factors. The biggest factor AMD has for itself right now, whether you're going low tier or high tier, is they own the gaming console market. So as long as they maintain the gaming console market, we will see AMD prevail. It's the evolution. I just can't see how they could screw this up. I mean, that is just one of those things where, like, I'll give you an example. My buddy, Jeff, I don't know if he's in here right now, but he runs a 3080 Ti. I run a 6900 XT. Now, the 6900 XT performs basically as 38 Ti performance. And when we're gaming in the same games, we have the same, and I say same motherboard. We have the same CPU. Our only differences are what NVMEs we're using and the difference in RAM. And our performance is pretty much on par. Pretty much on par when we're gaming. We talk back and forth all the time. What's your FPS now? What are you looking at? And it's always so damn close it's not even funny. So it really is a tough spot. I would say because of price point, my card's better. But that is where cost per performance comes in. The card doesn't actually have to be better. It just has to be cheaper. AMD already did that. $1,000 versus $1,600 is quite a huge price difference. And if they just need to come close, they win. Absolutely win. I say Paul gives away one of those cards for Christmas. Who's with me? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and that's right. Like CTS is saying there, a RX 580 is still a dynamite card for 1080p gaming. It's actually an amazing card for 1080p gaming. Like if you can get your hands on a 5500 XT 8 gig, you're doing really well. Trust me. It has performed better and better with all these new Adrenaline updates. I have one, so I might be doing a test down the road because I also have a 6600 to put up against it because that would have been maybe its category. Maybe kind of not, but it's a non-XT66, so maybe so. And see what the real difference is as evolution happens with the software. AMD's cards get better. There is another thing, like back had it since 2017, no issues. Had what, 580? The NAD more red. What? I don't understand some things you say there, CTS. Anyway, the one thing I will say, there was a couple YouTubers, and I don't talk about like a lot of things. I do a lot of research, but I don't spit it out. And maybe I should down the road. Maybe I should sit here and talk to you guys sometimes about a lot of the stuff I learn. And one of the things that really surprised me was at the time frame, the 1060, I believe it was, or 1070, something like that anyway, and the 580 were what you would call equivalent video cards into bench testing and gaming. They were tight. Now, the one thing the 580 always had for it was pricing until, of course, the, RIP. That was ridiculous. Look up in the chat. Look up in the chat. I don't want to look up in the chat. Don't tell me what to do. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is, years later, like this year, or maybe late 2021, that same reviewer wanted to see who's who today. So they took the same video cards, the same two they benchmarked that were pretty well a tie, and watched the AMD walk away with the win. Why? Because AMD's software worked with their architecture going all the way up and gave their cards evolutionary boosts based on their software, where NVIDIA focused on the here and now only. Nobody understands and nobody really pays attention to those little tiny things. But if you ever had two cards that you benchmarked back in the day and you still have them today, try it again. You might be shocked to see what that AMD does. And the RX 580 is one hell of a good card to prove it. It's unbelievable for what it's done. Yeah, John just got to buy some when he get money. Yeah, he's got to get money, all right. I need money. Want to give me money? Let's see here. What was up here? What do you need that much power? It is reversed on. Yeah, I know Linus is. I'm starting to really worry about Linus. I used to look at him as a true go-to, and now I honestly feel like he did benchmarks on AMD versus Intel's processors with software I never even frickin' heard of. And then everybody else did benchmarks with name stuff that we all know, whether it was rendering or whatever. And I don't even know where to go with that, because it's almost like he's told, use this, use this, use this, use this. And then everybody else, nobody used it. Nobody used it. So it's either he went, hey, props for doing something stupid or better, or what the hell are you doing? But like, there was rendering software I didn't even know existed. It was just absolutely stupid. So that's yeah. I think he's bought and paid for now. I think he's at that size where he's bought and paid for. And I hate to say it, because I like the life that he portrays, like the enthusiasm that he puts on camera. I find Linus is kind of fun and not funny. It's kind of a weird shift. He can be monotone and cool. His staff are good. His staff are really good. But they're really good at doing stupid things that they shouldn't be doing with computers. And that's why we watch them. I don't go to him for performance checks or teardowns. Gamer Nexus is your teardown guy. He'll tear your computer or any new video card down to nothing. He doesn't care. So that's where that is. Anyway, guys, I'm going to get going because I also promised my daughter that I would take her to the pet store today, and this has delayed that. So I want to at least hold my promise there. And you know what? I still wanted to run my intro for the Game Over podcast. Look. Why? Why not? Right? Just buy her a horse. Shut up, John. But anyway, guys, till next time, I just want to say thank you. And I want to say Game Over, but it's not the Game Over podcast, even though I say Game Over all the time anyway. But guys, comment below. Let me know what you thought of this event. Was it any good? Did it excite you at all? Was it kind of meh? Did you watch the NVIDIA event? Did it kind of go, meh. Maybe I got to pay more attention to Team Green to see what I think of the two, you know, presentations. But wasn't overwhelming, I guess, to say the least. So anyway, comment below. Just remember, if you're going to comment, please comment after the show ends, because the comments will not show up. And I mean, when I say comment below, I mean comment below, not in the text box. All right, guys, till next time, thank you for watching. I hope that you got something out of this. I'm still on the ledge. Later.